Howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, making another video for you out of Boise, Idaho. And so I've been working on this Ford 2.0 liter engine for this nice gentleman that I know. I've been building him an engine for his car, and I'm to a point on this job where I need to clean the engine block, the surface of the engine block off in preparation to receive a new head gasket, cylinder head, and all that other stuff. And if you notice, I've got some cool new tools out here. I've got my cool new side grinder, all right, and I've got this awesome white pad, and I'll explain to you here what's going on. So I've been doing this for about 20 years now, and the majority of my 20 years experience is hands-on, either through dealer programs or actually working for mom and pop shops. And so all throughout my career, I've always had a mentor, whether it was within the dealer program, the dealership itself, another technician, or I've had some pretty awesome mom and pop shops that I work for, that the owners, you know, they mentor you and teach you. The majority of my mentors, actually not the majority, every one of my mentors have always been old school. My current mentor now, I have 20 years experience. He has 55 plus years experience and is on the automotive engineering level. He's way beyond the technician level. And so anyways, all throughout my career, I've always been told that whatever you do when it comes to aluminum engines and cylinder heads and bolts and taking things apart, you never, ever, ever use power tools to clean them, to take them apart. I've been told, and I've seen it before, I've seen people use air tools to remove nuts and bolts out of aluminum heads, out of, you know, aluminum parts, and it just being too powerful. The aluminum, it's soft, and next thing you know, you're pulling threads out along with bolts, and so, or you're snapping stuff off and breaking stuff. And so I've always been told that's why we don't use power tools. Well, here recently, my most recent mentor came over, and he had a bunch of power tools with him. He had those new DeWalt impact guns and impact drills and all that other stuff, and I was just like, really, Jim? And next thing I know, he's like, oh, Matt, you know what, so-and-so came by the shop one day with a whole set of these, and I tried them out. I'm just going to tell you right now, I am a believer. So I'm going to start swapping all my old school techniques out for the newer school power techniques, and one of those techniques is cleaning off a cylinder head. Now, from what I understand, quite a few people have been using this technique for a while, and now I am using it, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. So first of all, you're going to need an air-powered side grinder, angle grinder, die grinder, that's what they're called. And most importantly is you need this white, this is a 3M 120 grit roll-lock pad. It's a plastic bristle type pad, okay? And it needs to be attached to something high speed. And you need this special attachment as well, all right, because it comes and it screws in. I've only got one hand here, so I'm going to pause it and show you. All right, there you go. So you need to buy the connector or the bit, and then you need to buy the pads separate. Let me see if I can show you again here. See, 3M roll-lock bristle disc. Okay. And then what you're going to do is, it's very simple, and I left an area here unclean so I can show you. You're going to use the edge of it, and you're just going to go over everything. Now, a few things to take note of. I am going to be removing this oil pan and secondary oil pan, and I'm going to be blasting, cleaning, and sucking using a vacuum cleaner as well as compressed air. I'm going to be cleaning out all of these ports here. So, because I did notice it does kick out some debris. So, if you're going to do it this way, I highly suggest you plan on cleaning everything out. The other thing I noticed is it does kick debris into the cylinders. There's not much you can do about that other than make sure you clean it, and then when you go back, make sure you re-grease everything. So what I do is I take a white rag and I clean the cylinders out, and I clean them to the point to where when I take a fresh white rag and stick it in there, it actually comes out white. And then I re-grease from there. Just some assembly lube, and actually you can also use oil. And so I honestly will use oil. The book, I think, is going to tell you to use some type of certain assembly use. But yeah, you can just take some oil, re-lube everything, and go from there. So enough talking. Let's see how this works. Alright, I mean, it makes it so easy. You can just do it one-handed. You don't need to press down or anything like that. Alright, see? There you go. And so, you don't need to press down or do any of that. It'll just take that top surface of that leftover gasket, then take a brake cleaner, spray and wipe everything down. And there you have it, guys. So, in the past, I was taught to use plastic scrapers and safety blades and all that other stuff. And I've spent hours, countless numbers of hours, just scraping gasket material off of engine blocks and all that other stuff, only to find out that this setup will save you all that headache. And so now I'm a believer, and now actually I think I'm going to start investing into all kinds of drills and stuff, like that impact drill and all that other stuff, to help speed up the process of taking off aluminum intakes and stuff like that. So there you go, folks. I am now a believer of this. I just think that's the neatest thing ever. So, alrighty, guys. Well, if you have any questions, shoot them to me in the comment section. I've been known to trade emails, phone numbers, and help you guys out with anything you guys got working on. I love hearing from you. Thanks for hanging out and watching my videos. Thanks for supporting me and the family. This is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, signing off.